Jordan5582. Welcome back, brand new video channel. Today I want to talk about missing TV shows, missing scenes, and go into detail. I might do a better videos on this in the future, but I wanted to talk about a couple of subjects. Dad's Army, Doctor Who, unreleased, you know, um, original episodes. And what was the other one? On the buses. Okay. Now I have got those views. I knew I would as soon as I start talking. But anyways, we're going off topic. Going to talk about Dad's Army now. And I want to talk about the episode. the episode, the Battle of Godfrey's Cottage, where if you don't know, the Battle of Godfrey's Cottage has a scene that is cut out, which is very short because they actually trim it out to make it, it's just like a slight little cut, and you don't even realize it. But because of a YouTuber I watched not long ago, I actually found out this scene. Now, it's on series 2 of Dad's Army, black and white, a story, and it just makes me think. Without the audio, we wouldn't know. Now, there is another scene in Dad's Army, in the loneliest of distant walkers, that this scene, because if you don't know, I'm going off topic now, but there are Dad's Army stories, or stomach. There are Dad's Army stories that are radio plays, and this scene is in a radio play, but said differently. So the original scene is is in the radio version, which is audio, but it's not said the same way. The original audio for this scene is cut, and they've actually had to recreate the scene, and it's on the Dad's Army animations. So if you're a Dad's Army fan here in the UK or anywhere, I suppose, in the world's comedy, you can actually see the scene. The scene's only in writing, so they had to actually, because if you don't know, there's audio missing for certain scenes anyway. So they got Jack Lane and what's his name, David Benson, to um, to do some audio clips for Ian Lavender, which is Private Pike, and Joe Walker. So they had to do some scenes for those missing um, parts of the story. So they actually did that scene that there is no audio, nothing left of it but writing. There is, of course, a version of it, but it's not the original version. So they had to create the original version for the viewers to know what it was like. You can actually see there's actually a picture, I believe, of it, but there's not an actual audio, video, nothing left. Um, Now, Doctor Who was a bit like that with certain things like the Daleks. The original Daleks is missing. Um, there were, I think, problems, and they wanted to redo it again. A bit like the pilot. If you know the Doctor Who pilot, um, there was scenes. Um, I think, was it ever missing? I don't think it was ever missing. It was just unpublished. A bit like Sharda was unpublished, but the Daleks is missing. The original version is, anyways. I believe the unedited version. I don't know what the technical term for it is, but yeah. And then we got, like, this year, we got missing things being found, which is also cool. We got missing pilots. Thomas the Tank Engine. If you don't know, it's a TV show for children here in the UK. Now, that wasn't found properly. What they did was recreated it with the things that were found, and they done it cleverly with great music. So I really enjoyed that this year. Family Guy was found. The Family Guy trailer, not trailer, pilot was found on on a website, which is awesome, absolutely awesome that they could actually find stuff that's been missing for so long. So it's impressive that that stuff's still out there, even though people, you just got to look hard enough, you can find it. And then on the buses, I've been a fan of on the buses for a long time as a comedy here in the UK, and to just find um, there is a Christmas special that wasn't, you know, a proper descendant, a bit like from what's called the Stars of Night, the Stars at Night on BBC One. It's an ITV All Star All Star Family Carnival, whatever it's called here in the UK. So it's a shocker to me that there are so much missing content out there, stuff being found, stuff that's lost, but it's still very very cool that we get, you know, and I love it. I'm so interested in missing content. It fascinates me, when there's stuff that was never even aired that is missing, like Galaxy 4, 3, and 4. Now, there are scenes of that, the original 3 and 4 will never be released because it's probably wiped forever. But when we do find stuff like, which is considered missing forever, it's cool. So, yeah, so just think about that. Doctor Who, there's things that are missing. Daleks, as I said, Galaxy 4, um, Galaxy 4, Planet of Giants, sorry. Planet of Giants, wrong thing, wrong show. Planet of Giants, there episode 3 and 4 are missing. Sorry about that. And there is that's it. Galaxy 4, there is a scene in Airlock just before Stephen, he can't breathe, right? Because he's in airlock and they're trying to, you're going to come in or you're going to have to go out to the Chumleys. And there's a scene where he's just about to pass out, which he doesn't. Thankfully, they do open the doors, so he's fine. By the way, he doesn't get harmed. Um, the scene where it cuts to the credits is missing because that episode was found, but that little scene is missing. A bit like the Time Meddler. That's what I'm going to go with. The Time Meddler, where that is for violence because of them killing the Vikings. They haven't got that scene anymore, so they have actually recreated it in the Blu-ray version of season 2 Doctor Who. So that's cool, I guess. Um, so I don't know why they never done that with Dad's Army, about the battle for Godfrey's Cottage. They really should do, but I don't know why they never done that before. Why? Maybe if we get a updated version, a Blu-ray version, maybe we'll get the audio clip of Dad's Army Battle of Godfrey's Cottage completed. Even with that little gap, like pause it or just have it as a special feature, it'd be cool. Anyways, that's it for this video. I got to manage to say what I wanted to say this time. Of course, there's missing scenes of Doctor Who that there's like cut. I believe there's even missing. There's like I've heard another video I watched from a Doctor Who fan. There's like 7 seconds missing of the regeneration scene, which is absolutely unbelievable that is even a thing. A 7 second gap in the Matrix that we don't know about. Get if you're a Doctor Who fan, you probably know what I mean. The Matrix now. A little thing there. But yeah, it's just so interesting to find out about stuff. So if unless I ever think about a live video again, I will probably make these videos into more. I want to talk about live pilots being found and missing pilots as well. That's one of my things, but I don't know how to talk about it really. I'm not going to do it live. I'm just going to be doing those videos. I want to talk about the Battle of Godfrey's Cottage again, Dad's Army, but in its own separate video, not a live video. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do this a couple of nights ago, but I couldn't. So now I got it off my chest because it's been on my mind. I wanted to get it out of my mind. It just fascinates me that we got scenes that are just script, just on script. There's no audio, but there is a picture that I don't even know if it's the actual picture from the scene. There's a picture, there's a script, there's no audio, there's no video. It's just unbelievable. I've actually not really thought about this before. Is there scenes in shows where there's just a scene and no audio? I've not really thought about that before. Is there anything like that out there? There are scenes and no audio because we get um audio, of course, but never get it the other way around where it's just the scene. You got no sound. Just interesting to me that there are things like that out there, and then there's scenes of originals that they don't seem deemed good enough, and then they redo it. I believe what was it? The Daleks. They had because you can tell the edits. Is it episode 2? Some of the things carry over, or is it episode 1? Some of the things carry over from the original, the Daleks. But the Daleks originally, the original Daleks is completely missing. Never probably going to be found, scrapped. A bit like Galaxy 4, where it's been mashed up together. Planet of Giants, sorry, Planet of Giants, where it's been mashed up together, episode 3 and 4. And I think I will stop doing a video now. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Thanks for putting up with me messing up half the time. And bye for now. Bye bye.